presento la Maria Mont. La Maria Mont és qui ens farà la xerrada. És un plaer per mi tenir-la entre nosaltres, perquè estic convençudíssima de que aquells que esteu, no sé si vull fer clil, la veureu actuar i direu, doncs, I need to have a try. És una persona superentusiasta, que enganxa moltíssim. Ella està treballant a mitja jornada en un centre de primària a Mollet, i l'altra mitja jornada és formadora de GEP, dels centres que estan dins del GEP. El GEP és el programa que promou l'ICLE o el CLIM en els centres. I a banda de tot això, és professora a la universitat, a la UAB, és professora de la menció d'anglès i del màster de CLIM. I a més d'això, doncs...
I tinc vida personal.
Exacte. Oi que sí?
Gràcies, Maria. Primer de tot, gràcies per la confiança de l'Albert, del Centre de Recursos, dels Serveis Territorials, de la Maria Llobet, per confiar-me estar amb nosaltres avui. I dit això, canvio d'idioma. Are you ready? Yes? I don't hear you. Are you ready? Yes? Well, good morning, ladies and few gentlemen. Where can I see the few gentlemen? Well, today is not bad. But 6? That's not bad. I'm used to have 2, maybe 3. Well, welcome everybody. Relax, no tingueu pànic, Primer parlen en català i en anglès, okay? Well, I named the session today Sparking Off Clearly, which means starting, let's give a try to clearly. I did in Spanish, or Emil if you speak French, okay? Who has ever tried clearly once in your life, in your teaching life? Could you please raise your hand? Okay, perfect. So we have clearly experts here. You will help me out. Okay, it's going to be an intense session, very intense session. Esteu preparats?
As always.
As always, Maria, as always. That's right. This is what we prepared. This is my wishing list, my today's menu, what I have prepared for you today. Okay? First of all, I want to listen why you're here. Please, don't tell me you're here because you are blind. At least don't tell me. Yes? I would like to know your expectations, what you want to take from this session. We're going to play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I want to. I want to, definitely. Then we will talk about to clean or not to clean. Okay, but probably this is one of the biggest questions. ¿Sí o no? Yes? Yes? Then we will talk how can we make ourselves understood. Τώρα μιλάω ελληνικά και λέτε, τι λέει τώρα? Are you following me? Does anybody speak Greek today here? No? Okay, good. So we will talk how can we make ourselves comprehensible to our students, okay? Then Kagan, does it ring a bell? Please do not say Kagan, okay? It's Kagan structures. Do you know them? Kagan structures, fantastic. This is something you will take with you in your purse or in your school bag today. And finally, we will do a little experiment. And I need one volunteer right now. Who can read here? Yes, thank you. What do we say here?
Crepusci che frahula.
Big applause to her. Well done. First volunteer and in Greek. So from here we can speak in English in whatever language we want. Thank you very much. Karpusi ke fraula. We are going to do an experiment in Crete today. Sorry. So are you ready?
Right.
That's intense. At least 6 points today in 1 hour and a half. Okay, let's have a look. We said that first things first. I want to hear from you what you are expecting. Could you please use your cell phones? Have you ever used Answer Garden? No? This is, as I said, very intense class. No hi ha temps per tot. Així que si us agrada una cosa, us ho apunteu i ja ho mirareu, feu classo, okay? Answer Garden, fantastic tool to use with your students. But the excuse is 2 in 1. Introduce Answer Garden and ask you, what do you want to learn from today? And I'm going to be flexible and adapt the session according to this. What you need to do is to type, let's see if you can see it, Answer Garden, it's too small. I will do it here. Answer Garden on your cell phones, please. And then the number, the code is 883734. If you type this, you can share cell phones if you want, or you can tell me and I will type it for you. If you type this on your cell phones, you will enter here. You have 40 digits, 40 digits to type. your expectations. So please make it short. If you can. If not, you tell me, or you can even use my computer, no problem. Okay? As soon as you are here, please submit, write whatever you want to learn from today's session and submit it, please. Is it clear?
Yep.
Yes? Thank you. Answergarden.ch.
Què vols?
So maybe you need to motivate your teachers or help them with their English level. What do you want me to do? Okay. Sorry. No. You need to type the answer. You know what? Don't worry, don't panic about the website, okay?
Yeah.
Let's B plan. With new technologies, you always have to have B and C plans.
Yeah.
So if you could not type your expectations, could you please tell me, and I will be your secretary, your writer?
Yeah, okay.
Share it with me, please.
I want to show my students, my science and math students, that can be nice to make some practices, some lab practices in English. Could be funny and interesting at the same time.
Clear, could be fun and interesting. Okay. Something else that you could untype and I will type for you. Machado. To learn as much as possible. Okay, that's a good expectation. Hopefully you will learn at least a couple of things. Okay, a couple of things. You will tell me at the end. What else did you say? To learn how a clean class looks like. Okay. Do you want to know clean strategies and methods? Yes, that's in the menu of today. Unique ideas for my school bag. Fantastic. Show students that clean could be nice. To know much more about clean. What else did you say? Great ideas to apply and share at my school. Okay, all right. Not bad. I don't know what happened here. As you can see, in Answer Garden counts how many times people has repeated, so it becomes bigger, okay? So you want to learn as much as possible. That's good. Let's start learning then, right? Can we forget about Answer Garden? Yes? For a second? Wonderful. Okay, so, let me see. To clean or not to clean? Does it ring a bell, this sentence? It's not mine, as you can see. Okay? To clean or not to clean? This is the question. Alguns de vosaltres sou especialistes d'anglès, d'altres no. Potser us esteu agobiant d'aquests 10 minuts que estic parlant en anglès. Mare meva, m'estic posant. Do not panic. No us espanteu, okay? Step by step, com diuen en anglès. Poquet a poquet. You're going to do something simple. You need to do thumbs up or thumbs down according to what you think. Okay? If it's true or false, or if you agree or disagree. Alright? following week I will do it in English. What do you think? Yes or no? Come on, ready, steady, go. Thumbs up or down? Ah. And the answer is? Down. Well done. Invisible point for you. Down. Why? That's why I said I'm gonna break stereotypes. Trencarem esquemes, estereotips que tenim. No, you can teach CLIL, content in CLIL, that your students, it's the first time in history that they are learning that. I direu, sí, home, però si no m'entenen ni dir hello, how are you? En sèrio, hi ha research, hi ha investigació que diu que podem introduir contingut nou de la matèria a través de l'anglès. No cal que els nens i les nenes hagin fet ja això prèviament. Okay? So this is not my opinion, it's research, okay? It's not Maria's opinion. Next one, thumbs up or down. Only English teachers can teach CLIL. Up or down? Well done, that's why you're here. Excellent, look at Albert, he's even jumping, okay? Excellent. No. But, here's the but. But, you really need, if you want to do CLIL, you need to speak in the foreign language. Yes? That makes sense, right? Move on. I will include as many communicative activities as possible. Communication, interactive activities in my CLIL lessons. What do you think? Well done, of course. Okay, so CLIL, ladies and gentlemen, is not just doing worksheets and photocopies with main vocabulary and parts of the plans in English, okay? As you said yes, your students have to interact, to use the speaking, the oral communicative skills in the class. How? With a song, with a role play, etc., etc. But they need to speak, okay? Next one, it says, only students with a mark in English higher than 8 can take the CLIL lessons. Up or down? Well done. Traurem aquí proficiency, master. Well done. Excellent. Of course. But what happens with those parents, those families that say, Maria, si el meu fill o la meva filla suspèn l'anglès, ara per què us poseu com a escola en el CLIL? També ho suspendrà. Do you agree with that? No. Why? Because CLIL no és un impediment, no els hi farem la vida més difícil. Yes, it's going to be more difficult, but it has a big reward, okay? So it's not just selective for those amazing English speakers or English students that speak English very well. It's for everybody. CLIL is for everybody. I això ha canviat, perquè fa 20 anys, quan va començar el CLIL, l'ICLE, a les escoles, sí que ho feien algunes escoles. Els que portin millors resultats d'anglès podran fer CLIL. Alguns de vosaltres ho recordareu. But things have changed, and research, once again, has demonstrated that CLIL for everybody is good. It works, okay? Next one. I will just provide my student with a list of vocabulary of geography in English during my social science class. That's my CLIL. Come on, real quick. Okay? I will carefully plan the language my students need to use while learning the content of my lesson. In other words, you are, any volunteer to tell me what subject you are teaching? What do you teach? A part of English, if you do English. Science, okay? Tell me a topic you are working on this week, please, or last week.
No, I'm working on meteorological maps.
Wow, do not ask me because I don't have a clue, okay? But okay, meteorological maps, ladies and gentlemen. Does she, imagine she wants to do a CLIL experiment next week, okay? Does she have to plan only the content in English or also the language? What do you think? Both. Both. And that's very important to keep in mind if you want to give a try. Si voleu provar CLIL, language and content. La típica balança que sempre es veu quan veiem CLIL, language and content, both integrated learning. This is CLIL, content, language, integrated learning. So you need to plan both. It goes together. Okay, well done. See? I can see the future. Group work activities. What about group work? Can they work in groups? A part de fer CLIL, de parlar-les en anglès, de controlar el content i el language, a sobre els hi fem treballar en grups. És possible? Yes or no? Thumbs up or down? Yes, of course. I will give plenty of visual support for students to understand the content. Do we need visuals? Do we need visual support? Yes or no? Yes, obviously. Si no ja veureu, amb el Brick Experiment, perquè ja us aviso. There's no visuals. In clear lessons, my students can write and speak in L1. L1 is Catalan or Spanish, okay, their mother tongue. All the time, no worries. Catalan and Spanish are welcome in the English class. Yeah, in the clear class. Yes or no? You see, black or white, there's no gray, but I agree with you. Perhaps the gray should be included here. I do this because I disagree with this one, okay? There's always a process, okay? Imagine yourself day one when you were learning English, yes? I us deien, va, ara m'has de parlar de la teva família. No? Pànic. Si el profe, la mestra, només us deixava parlar en anglès, què passava? Bloqueig. Yes? That's why today I'm talking to you in both languages. No us vull bloquejar, okay? That's my purpose. And this is, you have to keep it in mind. Those memories when you were a student, you need to allow Catalan and Spanish in your class. In your English class, in your clear class, and little by little, step by step, they will forget about Catalan, they will be relaxed, and they will start using English. Però si des del primer dia de classe els dieu only English, faran així. That's it. And we don't want that. So Catalan and English, L1 is welcome. Last but not least, activities need to be challenging. Yes. If it's super simple, ho farem molt facilet, perquè és clear i pobrets. And then they will say, tan facilet que és que no, they are not engaged, they are not motivated anymore, okay? So yes, but it has to be challenging. Well done, they know a lot, Maria or Albert. Why do I have to be here? They are experts on clear. Okay, I think we broke up some stereotypes today. Let's move on to the next activity. In a classroom, there are two perspectives, 2 points of view. Could you please tell me which ones can we find in a classroom?
Teacher and the students.
Very good. And yeah, you see, he spoke in English, and I didn't say in which language you had to answer. Well done. Teacher and students. Okay. Let's watch this video. 30 seconds video.
Bueno chicos, hoy vamos a tener listening de inglés. ¿Estáis listos? Vamos allá.
English is an international language and is understood all over the world.
English is an international language and is understood all over the world.
You gotta say it, and I gotta go, and I gotta get it, and I gotta
Keep this in mind if you want to give a try to clear. Okay? Some of you are saying yes. It's true. Sometimes you will feel silly. A clown. Like, today we are gonna work on the parts of the plant. And this is like, to yourself, like, madre mía, espero que no me graben. And today, you see, they are recording me. How lucky I am. Thank you, Albert. But it's true, this is your feeling. But keep in mind, in a classroom there are two perspectives. And they need repetition, and repetition, and repetition, okay? Of course, different ways, because there are multiple intelligences and different styles in our students. But this is it. I don't think we need to say something else. Would you like to comment what you have seen? Yes?
It's funny.
It is funny. It is funny. Let's see your faces when you are learning Greek later on. Okay, you said you wanted to learn things, but before that, I want you to become millionaires, because if we are millionaires, maybe we can live and that's it for today, right? It's to learn your prior knowledge about clay. So it's a special game, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, related to clay. Okay? Have you ever played Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's a very famous TV program. We have created this using a website that is called Super Teacher Tools, T-O-O-L-S, Tools, Super Teacher Tools. In this website, you can personalize digital games for your students, in whatever language, obviously, okay? You can create a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you decide the questions. You can create a Pac-Man. In order to continue playing, you need to answer questions, and it's very, very cool. You can even create a fake Facebook profile, or breaking news, fake breaking news using the BBC. There are very, very innovative and creative tools in here. Having said that, publicidad, and I don't get paid, okay? Let's move on to the activity. Are you ready? Sorry, we have 3 jokers, 3 lifelines. The 50%, the audience, and the one that is going to tell you this arrow up is going to tell us the correct answer. But be careful, because there are 6 questions, and they are starting from easy to more difficult, more demanding tasks, such as you have to do in your play lessons, okay? Come on, I have spoken so much. We are a group, we are a team. We want to become millionaires. Which is the correct answer of question number 1? Talk to your partner, first of all, maybe, with the people around you. I said it before, but very quick. So what does CLIL stand for? What does CLIL mean? I'm getting scared because of your faces, and that's the easiest question. Over there. What do you say? Yes, yes. B, what do you think? B, maybe? Yes, yes. Are you sure? Okay. Is that your final answer?
No, that's it.
Ah, very good. Invisible points to you. You were paying attention. It was on purpose. So B, content and language integrated learning. That's it.
Yes.
Well done. Let's move on to the next question for $200, $200. Oh, sorry. What did I do? Oh. Sorry. There we go. Yes. Question number 2. Who can benefit from a CLIL class? Please do not tell me it's question D, because there's a camera recording us, okay? C? Yes? C? Let's see. Well done. Question 3. Why should we enrich input? Input is what you offer your students, input, okay? In our lessons. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well done. Good job. Question 4. And you haven't used any lifeline. Well done. Lifeline. Well done. Which of these activities is not integrating language? It's more demanding. Remember, you have 3 lifelines. Give a try. Sorry? D. You are not very competitive people here, right? I mean, jo ho tindria claríssim. Tenim 3 vides i ens queden 3 preguntes. Jo la faria servir, probably. But, ens tirem a la piscina. D? Yes? Are you sure? Okay. To calculate the birth rate of Barcelona according to the following pyramid. Yes! Well done, excellent. That was not integrating language. It's a maths class, that's it. Where is the language? No, there's no language. Here, in the comparison, your students will have to compare. They need to maybe write, maybe speak, but they have to use language. Here, discuss, this is a discursive verb, discuss with your partner if the picture is a vegetable cell or not. Discuss, they need some language. Here, give your arguments for and against a topic. Obviously, they need some language if it's a clear lesson. But in here, just calculations, maths, okay? And that's not clear. Well done, question 5. We are already in the $1,000. Which of these activities would fit in the first stage of the coming squad? Què és això? Què és això? That's clear. That's something very related to clear. If eventually you are crazy enough to join us in JEP, you will see that we will talk about this. Okay, there are some stages. The names, forget about the names. Who cares about the names? But the idea is that there are different stages that your students have to go through. Tots han de passar per uns certs nivells per acabar de controlar la llengua, to master the language. Okay? And you can say, okay, this activity is in the first because it's very simple. That one is in the fourth because it's very complicated, very language and cognitive demanding. Okay? D? No farem servir cap lifeline? Seriously? Okay. D? What about in the back? What do you think? D? Okay. Very good. Easy because we start with a brainstorming, yes? Excellent. Last question. If you win the prize, Albert is going to give you $2,000, okay? You need to tell him because he's the one in charge.
Let's just all use that. Yeah, we're going to use them all now.
Okay, so Albert, get ready. Okay, which of these is a referential question? Again, this is something related to CLIL and other things, but yeah, it's something specific. Referential questions. There are 3 types of questions, and this is one.
Let's use a lifeline.
Lifeline? Which one?
That's one.
Come on, team, help me out. Which one? 50? There we go.
The following one.
Sorry?
The next one.
Next one, the audience. Let's call the audience and see what they say. They say, most of them say choice C. Some of them B and some of them A. C. The last one? Yes? That's a strategy as well, one play. Well done! Do we need to select C? Big round of applause to everybody. Well done. All right. Well done. Well done. So we won the jackpot. After signing and leaving the classroom at 2 o'clock, you need to tell Albert about that, okay? Forget about it. So we're here, okay? We are already millionaires. We know a little bit more about CLIL. A little bit more. Yes? Thumbs up, down, or in the middle? Let's see. Okay. And this one in diagonal, I like it, alternative. This is critical thinking. 21st century skills. The teacher says, Adam, abans o al mig? Okay, all right. All right, so now we're going to move on to part 4, making input comprehensible. We said input is what the teachers keep on providing, offering to the students all the time, yes? And how can we make ourselves comprehensible? Today you're going to watch 2 videos and you will see 2 examples, one from science and one from arts and craft in primary, of CLIL examples, okay? And we will talk about how those teachers made the input comprehensible. Look at this. This is a biography of Mont. Do we have any arts and craft teacher? Visual Plástica? Algú fa Visual Plástica here? No? Primary? Alright. So well, here we have, you don't really need to read it. Just have a look in general, in diagonal. This is the content that an arts and craft teacher in the 6th grade will use about Mont. And it's his biography, her biography. Mont was an impressionist painter, he was born in Paris. Okay. This would be it, okay? Less than a page. Strategies can you detect in here, in this biography, that the teacher has prepared beforehand, previously, before entering the class? Could you speak, please, in small groups with people around you? What can you see? How did she prepare the CLIL class? Come on, ready, steady, go. In English, in Catalan, feel free to speak in whatever language you want.
que sigui el més fàcil de
So they can pick up.
See? So, who wants to be a volunteer, speaker, volunteer? Juani, in primary everybody will be me. Per què canviem tant quan passen els anys? Come on, any brave volunteer? Si no, my finger will decide the volunteer.
The birds are highlighted in lila, the past tenses.
Exactly. Els verbs estan subratllats, estan canviats de color al lila, yes?
And in pink, you can find the connectors or the...
And in pink, we are finding the connectors, yes. I said to you, this is an arts and craft class, but this could be an English class. So what is the difference between CLIL or English? La frontera és molt petita entre una classe d'anglès i una classe de CLIL, perquè quan parlem en anglès, quan parlem en qualsevol idioma, sempre fem una transferència de contingut. O sigui, que ara que li diem fem CLIL, sí clar, però és que abans també, a la classe d'anglès també fèiem coses, parlàvem de coses que passaven al món, no?, per exemple, o al temps, parlàvem de things about the weather, estàvem comunicant coses, ara diem, Simon Says, do you know the song? Show the reason dog. Yeah, it's your silence. Perquè estan fent les parts del cos. És CLIL, estàs fent CLIL, sí. Escolta, Simon Says ho hem fet tota la vida, yes or no? So, to CLIL, not to CLIL. Ja tornarem a guiar. Doncs aquesta teacher de Sant Clat de 6è va preparar, com molt bé deia la companya, una mica per ajudar-nos amb ells de dir en lila això, en rosa l'altre. Yes, okay? Probably, maybe this is the way that all the text is presented always. Així que els alumnes ja saben, això és un verb, això és always. This is the way she's working on language, preparing the language, okay? Do you think her 6th graders would follow this information easily? This is a state school. Can I say normal? Like there's as my school could be, your school could be. Do you think all the students could digest this? Amb això és suficient? Is it enough? In my school, no. Sant Jordi School in Mollet del Vallès, no. And in yours?
No, not at all.
If you say yes, lucky you. Congratulations. Tell me and faig concurs de trasllats, okay? True. With this it's not enough. Ajuda, but this is not enough. Now we're going to watch a video of the very same teacher with the real students in a normal school, okay, working on that, Mont's biography. And you will learn a technique if you want to use it in your CLIL class. This is it. Exactly. Com li ha dit? Com s'anomena aquesta tècnica? Mimic biography. Per què? Perquè she uses the body language, no? And she's doing a biography. Els noms al final no importen, but this is the way she named the technique, okay? Let's have a look. Don't get too comfortable, because you are going to do the mimic biography as well. So get ready. You, right now it's a role play. Okay? Abracadabra, abracadabra. You are 6th graders now and you are doing CLIL with me. Okay? So let's see. Ready, steady, go.
Difficult, huh? So everyone, wake up.
Wake up, everybody. I know it's late, but come on.
And listen to me, yeah?
Look at her and listen to her.
Okay, come on. This one. Okay, now, first, yeah. Monet was born. Come on, say it with me. Monet.
Come on. Monet was born
In Paris.
in Paris. That way? Okay, in Paris. The critics didn't like it. Was he happy?
No.
What about this? What is this?
Didn't have any money.
No money. My students were saying no money. I was like, no money. Wow! How much did you learn about Monet? Do you think reading the text, that text that I showed you some minutes ago, is it the same?
No.
Perquè us ho heu llegit una mica en diagonal, però us ho heu mirat. I mireu ara. No money, he was sad, the critics didn't like it, he used to live here and there. Wow! No sé què ha passat aquí, però ella li ha posat Mimic's biography. Perhaps, if you use your body language in a fun way, engaging your students like a type of game, mira quan ho poden fer servir. És que els meus alumnes no parlen en anglès, no, i els meus tampoc, però if I do this, they do that. It's the magic of preparing the class beforehand properly and considering content and language integrated learning. It goes together, the content of Monet and the language. Perquè després ells repeteixen el however, com es fa molta gràcia, després intenten parlar qualsevol cosa, I'm happy, however, i dius, really? Perquè no és una paraula que diguis cada dia s'aprèn a la classe d'anglès, o because of this, i els veus, amb una altra cosa, because of this, dius, mira, okay. You want to try the Monet biography? It's okay, from the beginning, let's see how much you remember. I know, come on, I don't remember, so let's see if you remember. I need your help, please. Ready, steady, go.
Monet was born in Paris in 1940.
In 1840, well done.
France and France.
He started painting.
When was very young.
Oh, sorry, thank you. Thank you. No, però és que això podia ser un error, que sí que ho era, thank you, però ara us justificaré com que no. No, és que això és scaffolding, dirien els field experts. Sabeu què és la paraula aquesta que diu tothom que fa clic? Scaffolding.
Yes.
Què és scaffolding?
It is like this structure when you buy the
When the builders are constructing a building, fan el scaffolding, que és una bastida. I la bastida, el suport, exactly, es retira quan ja està fet el building. Jo, com no us conec, he deixat aquí el scaffolding. No, m'he oblidat, però és l'excusa perfecta per dir-vos que això podia ser un scaffolding. I si no haguéssim dit res, estava aquí. I alguns de vosaltres ja no calia, ja estàveu i d'altres estàveu. No? Però és que això passa a les classes. This is daily life. In clear, in English, in maths, in physical education, in music, everything. Well done. Big applause to everybody. If I was your art and math teacher, you would have a proficiency. Excellent. Are you all primary teachers here? No. Some of you are secondary. Okay. So this is super simple. Now, changing the scenario. Ja som més seriosos perquè aquí és l'estereotip. Avui juguem amb estereotips. Els de secundària. Els de primària som una mica més colors, jocs, cançons. I ara arribes a secundària i s'ha acabat. O sigui, no, a veure. Welcome to the high school. This is it. Science class, clear class, in secondary. They are working on what? Can you read it? Darwin's biography. Aquesta teacher no ha tingut temps, potser, o no ha volgut, però no ha fet la mateixa estratègia que l'altra teacher que hem vist. She hasn't highlighted anything. This is it. This is the information that she's delivering to the students. What do you think is going to happen? Normal, high school again. Are they going to follow? Is it comprehensible? It's boring. It's boring, yes. What else?
They will get overwhelmed.
They will, yes.
Many information.
Lots of information, yes. What else? One more.
No visual.
No visual support, exactly. Well done. Do you want to learn a second technique that you could use with your secondary or with your primary as well? Students, do you want to learn it now? See, maybe you know. Maybe you have used. It's called the dictogloss. Raise your hand if you know what I am talking about. Raise your hand, maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but it rings a bell. Us sona una miqueta, raise your hand. Watch, and later on, yes, you will participate and you will tell me what is the dictogloss technique about. I'm not going to say it because you have it here, okay? If you want, maybe you can take some notes of the steps that the teacher is using, okay?
Charles Darwin was born on 12 February 1809 at the Mont, Germany. His father was a doctor. From his earliest years, he was interested in natural history. He went to Edinburgh University to study medicine, but he left after 2 years. His father decided then he should be a clergyman, so Darwin then went to Cambridge University. Everybody, have you ordered this story? Silent dictogloss.
So that was the example of dictogloss. What is step number 1?
The teacher reads the biography while the students put in order the pictures.
Very good. The teacher is reading the biography out loud, orally. Yes? Step number 2.
As he said, the students tried to put in order the pictures, following
Which pictures?
the ones they put there.
So before, step number 2.
We have been given all the pictures.
yeah.
We have been given pictures regarding, Darwin's biography.
Exactly. So the teacher, maybe before reading the biography, delivers, distributes pictures related to the biography, visuals, okay? Photos, images. The teacher is reading that out loud, and the students are,
Rewriting.
Yeah.
they were ordering. Was it individually or in groups? In groups. Then the following step, step 4, maybe?
Rewriting.
Yeah.
Rewriting
Rewriting his biography. Darwin's biography.
the biography. Okay. Was it individually or in groups?
In groups.
In groups. What do you think?
That's a great idea.
Do you think high school students would be able to do that? To write a biography, rewrite the biography? Probably yes. What? Segur que no? Si els hi dieu, vinga, com quan estudiàvem anglès o francès a l'acadèmia, fes una redacció de 150 paraules, i deies, sobre el teu estil. 150 paraules, quantes línies has d'escriure? En comptes de pensar en el contingut, pensàvem en la quantitat. Aquí és tot molt guiat, perquè amb les imatges els inspireu. Amb l'oral, quan la profe estava llegint, ja estava donant paraules, estava fent aquest famós scaffolding. Probablement, no ho hem vist aquí, però probablement, a part d'això, feia servir la whiteboard, la pissarra, i escrivia paraules que havien de sortir en la biografia, no? De dir, he was born, com dient, com es diu, born és néixer, no? Això és un false friend, no? Un error típic de nosaltres. He born regular girl. No, no? O sigui, ja hi ha un treball de llengua aquí. He was born, i ho deixa allà. Hi haurà gent que no ho mirarà, hi haurà gent que hi anirà en aquest language support or scaffolding, okay? But this is a dictogloss. Do you think you could do this with your primary students next week, next month, next year? Doncs llavors, quan us faci la pregunta al final de la classe de will you give a try? Provareu el CLIL? Em direu que sí, no? Perquè podríeu provar de fer un dictogloss, tan fàcil com això. Idees. Les parts d'una recipe. Els steps que han de fer per fer una recipe, una recepta. O en el teu cas, si és com no soc de ciències, do not ask me, ok? course, you will have my email, so if you have an idea that you want to implement in your school, you can use my email and say, hey Maria, what do you think about this little experiment I want to give a try? And I will tell you my opinion. Humble opinion, but okay. So you see, this could be two examples, mimics biography and dictogloss, that you could use in your CLIL class or CLIL experiment. Yes?
I have a question. How could we translate this in kindergarten?
No puedes preguntar que esto no. No, actually, I love this question because I'm a kindergarten. I teach at my school. I am part-time, as Maria said. I teach English to kindergarten students, mini monsters 3, 4, and 5, as I call them. Mini monsters, come here. And I do English -CLIL, or I don't do anything, but I do whatever. Because my director of studies says, a l'escola fem CLIL. Vale? I jo dic, bueno, fem CLIL i fem moltes coses, treballem per projectes, PBL, fem anglès des d'aquí 3, o sigui, és un mix de metodologies, que al final el nom que li posem no importa, el que importa és que com esteu vosaltres aquí, que tingueu ganes de millorar, d'aprendre i d'experimentar, ok? Com es fa això? No t'estic contestant. Com es fa això a kindergarten? Estic dient això perquè va lligat a la resposta. Podeu fer CLIL a kindergarten, a infantil. Si feu anglès, feu CLIL. Per què? Perquè si, per exemple, planteu, l'altre dia plantava jo, plantava una llavor i feia la Poppets, un conte tradicional d'Anglaterra que es diu Poppy's Pot, o així. És una nena que es diu Poppy i té un pot i planta una llavor i després ho feia amb els nens. Això és CLIL, estava fent ciències, en el calendari dels meus nens infantil no posava que estaven fent science, English, no, posava English, però estava fent science. M'enteneu? O sigui, can we do CLIL? Yes you can! Like a famous politician once said, yes you can, of course you can do CLIL. Simplement heu de ser conscients que esteu fent contingut i llengua lligat. Ja està. Okay? Any other question? If you are cooking or you are carving a Halloween pumpkin, is that just English? No, it's culture, it's tradition, it's CLIL as well. And you do that in P5, for example. Things like that. Yes or no? Okay? So far so good? Yes? So far so good? Sure? Can we move on? Yes? Perfect. What are we going to do now? The CLIL experiment. It's about time that you experiment CLIL. Our brave volunteer here, she said, Katpusi ke fraula. Some of us, maybe we are going to split the group because we are a big group today. Do you speak, now everybody will say yes. Do you speak any foreign language apart of English? Do you? French? French? Italian? A little bit of Italian and French. I need
Greek.
And Greek? Who said Greek?
Chinese.
Do you speak Chinese? Okay. Oh. Can we use you? Really? Pizza?
It's a very low level.
It's okay. Can you count until number 20?
10?
10? Can you?
Yes.
Okay, come here. Big applause to the volunteer. This is the way of not asking. You see? Pressure, group pressure. Thank you very much. What's your name? Ruse. Okay. You will have here two amazing, fantastic CLIL teachers. Okay? Some of you will go with Ruse to do Chinese, and you will learn the numbers until 10 in Chinese. Okay? And some of you will come with me to learn until 20 the Greek numbers until 20. Okay? The numbers in Greek until number 20. Okay? I need to tell her something, but in the meantime, we're going to split in some of the ones that you want to learn Chinese, go to that corner over there. If you want to learn Greek, stay here, but you need to stand up, okay? And I need to tell her a secret. In the meantime, you are arranging yourself.
Pegos.
Tosso Poli, bravo. Πώς σε λένε εσύ? Μάγια. Και εγώ με λένε Μαρία. Χάρηκα πάρα πολύ. Πάρα πολύ. Εντάξει. Quines cares! Perquè no estic fent servir ni body language, ni visuals, ni res, és l'exemple antítesi del que no heu de fer. Perquè és que si no, desconnectaran al minut 2, per no dir 0. Εντάξει, τώρα είμαστε έτοιμος για κάνουμε ένα πραγματάκι. Το νούμερο. Το νούμερο στην... Το νούμερο, yes, això sí, Το νούμερο στην ελληνικά. Εντάξει. Ένα. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, 122, 1 tessera, pende, exi, efta, οχτώ, εννιά, δέκα. Μπράβο. Τώρα αυτό ήταν εύκολο, Μαρία, λέει και εσείς λέτε, αυτό είναι εύκολο. Τώρα κάθε ένα λέει ένα διαφορετικό νούμερο, εντάξει. Παράδειγμα, 1, 3, άλλη φορά. 1, 2, 3, μόνο αυτή. Εσείς, εντάξει, ευχαριστώ. 1, 2, 3, 4, μπράβο, 4, 5, 8, μπράβο, τέλεια, 8. Μπράβο. Άλλη φορά, 1, συγγνώμη, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Bravo. 10. Está bien, 10. Bien, me ha tocado fácil, ¿no? Ok. Εντάξει, τέλεια, μπράβο. Τώρα είναι λίγο διαφορετικό. Γιατί εσείς δεν μπορείτε, λέτε 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Όταν εσείς σκέφτετε αυτό το νούμερο, κάθε 2, δεν λέτε καρπούσι. Δεν ακούω. Καρπούσι. Παράδειγμα. 1 καρπούσι, 2 καρπούσι, 3 καρπούσι, 4 καρπούσι, 6 καρπούσι, 7 καρπούσι, 9 καρπούσι. Καταλαβαίνετε? Ναι ή όχι? Ναι ή όχι? Ναι, εντάξει. 1, 2, 3. 1. Άλλη φορά. 1. Από εδώ, ένα.
U, U, C.
Καρπούσι, όχι. Ένα, καρπούσι, 3, 5, καρπούσι. Μπράβο, ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Εντάξει, έλο, ευχαριστώ. Κάτσετε, σε παρακαλώ. Ευχαριστώ πάρα πολύ. Well done. Thank you very, very much.
Ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Καλημέρα, καλησπέρα. If you were tired, don't mind. Yes or no? I want to listen to you, but in small groups, you will have like 3 minutes to speak about what happened in this little experiment. Com us heu sentit? Quines tècniques heu vist a les mestres? Què ha passat? Us heu passat bé? No? Què passava en el grup? El que vulgueu. I després, 1 o 2 speakers compartiran el que heu parlat en el grup amb la resta. Yes or yes. Hi haurà speakers. Sí? Petits grups, ready, steady, go. maybe you could join. Yes, you could join. You could join them. Fantastic. You could go with the band, with the Chinese teacher. You could be in a room. You could join. All of you.
Bueno, el xinès, sense donar-nos cap indicació, ens ha anat repetint com ho havíem de fer, és a dir, san, i cada persona havia de dir el número després ha començat a fer utilitzar-lo amb el cucu, que era una paraula divertida, començava a dir amb el cucu, deia el seu número de 2, amb el cucu 4, o 6, i sempre et queda així. Però, clar, segurament és el que li ha comentat la Sílvia i no ens ha explicat molt bé d'aquesta manera, per tant, era com molt que jo em semblava i tot i que sigui veritat que les persones estan dient el seu número, si quin número estava dient, no te'n recordaves dels altres. Jo, en el seu cas, no me'n recordava quins números havien dit els altres i jo crec que
que era la mateixa, però tothom estava superconcentrat, perquè clar, has d'intentar dir una cosa, però a més si tocava dir la paraula aquella, o no me n'acabaves. Això és dir, i l'havies d'estar superconcentrat, i anaves comptant un sí o no, un sí o no.
Sí, exactament igual.
Sí, això.
Però hi ha parlat amb el document,
i clar, interpretaves el que t'anava dient dels gestos que feien. Ara us pensava, bueno, ara ens deu estar dient que ens deu estar dient que cada dos salti, ens deu estar dient, i vas com interpretar. Sí. Però que ens hi concentra més, aprendre així, perquè quan es fa aprendre així, penso, no, quan em toqui aquest i m'aprena el meu, però en canvi que si no n'he vist estava al cas, perquè deies, ostres, no era aquella paraula, però i estava molt concentrat.
Però no deies el mateix número?
No, perquè estava girant cap allà, girant cap allà, llavors estava al cas de tot.
Entonces seré todos la mateixa rotllana i suposat que el mateix era 1, 2, 3, 4, sempre fes el mateix número i crec que sí que crec que el 12 o 13 perquè hi havia una variació amb el xi no sé què i era sempre el mateix. Tu t'havies de prendre un i amb aquest que prenguessis mínimament anaves tirant. El màxim que variava era dir el 7 o l'1 o el 2 o el 3. O sigui, només t'havies de prendre un, no havies d'estar tan atent perquè no t'havies de prendre els altres.
Però són els que ens han tret, quan ha vist que tothom sabia de cap de cap fora, quan ha vist que ha tret els que ens podien sonar, que són els que utilitzem les mates de la bomba. Antes ens havien de preparar la número 1.
No, m'ho ha fet perquè sigui difícil.
No hi havia prou.
Sí, llegim el cap.
3 seconds.
De la qual no sabem absolutament.
So, have you ever used Poplet? Yes? Okay. Very good tool for whatever reason. Now we're going to use it to create a mind map with your contributions, okay? With your summary of your speech. So, what were you mentioning? Because you were super engaged talking in your groups. What about this clay experiment? Who wants to start? Not everybody at the same time. Please. Please. Separatalo. Please. In written. So, come on, speakers. Let's see over there, the gentleman group. Estava fent així, feia que no em miri, that's why. So, what did you say about this? How did you feel?
Well,
Mira, tens el comodín del público. Piénsatelo. 1 second. Yes.
We could follow you even we didn't understand anything.
Could you? Però sabeu grec?
no.
I llavors com em seguíeu? No sé. Quin és el secret? És que clar, potser alguns de vosaltres veniu avui pensant vaig anar allà perquè estic obligada o obligat a anar allà, però bé, el meu anglès, B. Els meus alumnes, mira, el vostre grec com era abans d'entrar? I ara, sabeu dir alguna paraula? Una? Vinga, ja està. So, és igual, ja ho sabíem, no li diguis a la Greek teacher. So, quin és el summary del que dèieu? Podíeu seguir, no? So you were able to follow. Did I speak in Spanish or Catalan or English?
No.
Did she speak the Chinese teacher in English, Catalan, Spanish? No. That's important. La mestra profe d'anglès, de CLIL, ha de parlar sempre, always, 100% English? Yes or no? No. Pot parlar en català o en castellà, però, cuidado esto, perquè és molt important, quan veieu que realment és necessari. I si entreu en la dinàmica que sempre avui és que això és necessari, al final no esteu fent CLIL, esteu fent català. I us enganyeu a vosaltres al centre que esteu fent CLIL. No, heu d'anar amb el xip de que el 80%, 90% de la sessió és en English. Per això és CLIL. Content through integrated language, through a foreign language. Però si a vegades un concepte, una expressió, acabeu abans dient en català, go for it. Yes, però només això. I si no és un vici, perquè clar que no entenen. Si jo hagués explicat, que els múltiples de 2 es diu carpusi, que carpusi, com deia la companya, és...
Síndria.
Heu estat dient síndria tota l'estona, perquè m'encanten les síndries de Grècia, per això jo també jugava a mi mateixa, de dir, mira, estan dient síndria. Heu après síndria, d'acord? Però jo, si us hagués explicat els múltiples de 2, diem síndria, hagués dibuixat una síndria. Sí, ho podia haver fet en anglès, millor, però no, i ho he fet igual, sí? Ho he fet per trencar aquest estereotip de parlar en català. No, you were able, com deien els companys, you were able to follow. Well done. Què més diríeu?
And you use the body language.
We use the body language. What else? Come on, let's fill up this booklet together.
It was motivating.
It was motivating. Thank you. What else? Participàveu tots?
Yes.
Everybody.
But I think that the combination of body language plus the tools, the verbalization of this of Greek, both things were very useful to make us understand what we were saying.
All right. Very good. Something else. I am very strict teacher, sorry, but you cannot leave the classroom if we don't have 3 more here at least. Sorry. Exit ticket.
no frustration.
Ah,
Yeah.
no frustration. Mistakes where I was there to say this. Welcome. Yes or no? We were having fun. Per què? Perquè tenia la dinàmica d'un...
Constructive learning.
Sorry?
Constructive learning.
It was constructive learning. We were having fun. Okay, well done. Ens ajudàvem. It was teamwork. Yes? One more, and that's it. One more. Last but not least, as they say. Els compartiré això a l'Albert i a la Maria, si voleu. Okay, no problem. So, last but not least, come on.
As it was as a game, it was easy.
We had fun.
Fantastic, les poso les tres. Games, this is important. You could do an experiment in game, using a game, that's a very good way, because your students will be engaged. Potser no és un game, potser és un Kahoot, que per vosaltres els hi veneu als alumnes que és un game i vosaltres esteu fent un examen, no tota la vida. Però sí, estem fent un game. Doncs ja està. Què dèieu per aquí, perdoneu? Sorry?
We had fun.
You had fun.
Yeah.
You had fun? Yes? And you said something else. A repetition, exactly, thank you. Repetition y yo sí que para mí era repetition como today. Hola chicos, vamos a hacer un listening en inglés. Però per vosaltres aquesta repetition s'ha fet pesada? So how can we summarize this idea? Repetition?
Attention.
Repetition was needed and you were paying attention. Needed and you were paying attention. Yes?
Yes.
Very good. Attention. Alright, so I will share with this with Albert and Maria, but this is our booklet today. What about our experiment? Okay? Yes? Let's move on to another activity. And I know it's 10 to. Don't worry. Okay? Let me show you, I think we're going to have time for this. Let me show you an example of an amazing teacher. Oh! Amazing, fabulous teacher. And it's a clear teacher. Pero digo Italian class, but no problem. It's a clear teacher. Let's see if I find it, because the link seems not to work anymore. Oh. Do you know who I'm searching for? Have you ever seen this Italian class? No? Let me see. I can't find it now. Let me try here. Mr. Drive will say. If not, we will have to move on. Yeah, it's here, but let's say. Now this is the background of, like, backstage of a session. You are able to gossip the backstage of the session. But I don't think we're gonna find it, unfortunately. Sorry. Let's try. I'm very stubborn. Come on, fingers and toes crossed. Let's see. If not, I will send it to them through email and you will get to see it. Because it was an amazing example.
Jo crec que és pels permisos. O sigui, deia com que no estava... No tenies el permís d'entrar, no? No que no hi sigues.
Ah, really? Oh, maybe.
Crec, no ho sé.
A ver.
Veus? Ah, no. Veus, està bloquejat.
Oh, l'han bloquejat al teu país. Thank you.
No és que no penseu
All right.
Potser però en l'Explorer o algun altre, no ho crec, però...
No.
Vinga, let's try.
Home, si fos el teu país...
Ja. Per això dic que no...
Let's see. Ara també és un exemple, és un altre experiment. Veieu com la clean teacher també sua i passa malament? Doncs ara ho veieu, aquí tots som. A veure, let's try. Okay, alright, si ho trobo, or maybe I have it downloaded, because I think I had it downloaded, I will share it with you. Okay? Yes?
No, offline. l'opció del bulto.
It's okay. It's okay, navegar oculto. Vale, yo creo que se usaban todas. Anyways, no worries. So let's move on to the last activity, which is, let me think, yes, the Kagan, the famous Kagan structures. Okay? Look at this.
Com a coordinador d'informàtica us haig de dir que sempre us descarregueu els vídeos i tingueu el plan B preparat.
Però jo ho he fet a propòsit perquè veieu el que pot passar. Com no soc coordinadora d'informàtica. So, Kagan Cooperative Learning, cooperative. Potser ja està molt de moda, tothom parla de treball cooperatiu, treball col·laboratiu, treball per projectes. Kagan is not a company because it's not a company, but it's an organization from America, and they will give you lots of ideas to work in cooperative groups. So flip classroom, la clase invertida. If you want to learn more, I will share with you this PowerPoint, but you can also access to the links, okay? We said that in the class you can work in groups, okay? Why? Because group work emphasizes interaction, and interacting means learning and practicing the language. So it means more time to speak in English, okay? Però clar, això és el que normalment passa en un treball. No? Tens el que fa el 90% de la feina, tens l'altre que diu sí, sí, i torna quan estan posant el nom al final, the other disappears totally, the other says yes, I'm going to do this, but eventually he doesn't do it, okay? But you, in cooperative techniques, what you need is to have musketeers. Not this. This is what we have, unfortunately. You need to have musketeers. And they need to have a logo, no? Like a motto, saying all for one and one for all. How can you do that? That's not magic. That's not magic at all, okay? And Kagan, I think, could help you out, okay? Since we are running out of time, that's why I said, do you need inspiration to have musketeers in your class? Kagan strategies. No time for the video. You will see it at home if you are interested. And you will see things like that. They name the activity and it tells you how to do this. For example, Rally Robin, you put your students in pairs and you play categories. Any volunteer to play against the teacher? Albert, you're my volunteer, thank you. We're going to say fruit. The category is fruit, okay? Just to give an example of Rally Robin real quick. Fruit, okay? You start saying one fruit in English that you want.
Banana.
Banana. And I will answer back like a tennis game, saying watermelon. Another one.
Apple.
Orange. Another one. Pear.
No, grapes.
This is, thank you very much, big apostol. Well done, thank you. That was Rally Robin, okay? To make your students speak. And there are so many, okay? That you will have a look. Yes? Alright. And last but, any questions? I know I was running now. Sorry about that. Last thing. Let's go back here. Did we do everything we said? Did we do everything we said? Tick, 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 tick. Wow. Last thing, I need to know, and we need to know your opinion. So your exit ticket, I don't know if you use exit tickets with your students, do you?
Yeah.
What do you do? Who said yes? Anybody said yes? No. What do you do?
If they know the vocabulary, well, we study the vocabulary, yeah, they have to say, I don't know, a name of a part of the body and they can go to the playground.
Vale, this is a technique. The exit ticket és quan ja els tens agobiats, pobrets, que queden 5 minuts per marxar, que les 3 treballen, que estan aquí obligats. De què estic parlant? Quan ja has fet tota la classe d'Aquillo, tota la classe d'anglès i estan reventados, com diria ma mare, i encara tu vols push them a little bit farther, dius exit ticket. Ara, si voleu sortir, us ho heu de guanyar. I sabeu què han de fer? El que vulgueu. Ella ho fa servir així. Digue'm una paraula que s'ha après avui, però podríem dir qualsevol altra cosa. I vosaltres, el que fareu com a exit ticket és, amb els vostres dispositius, tablets, mòbils, etc., you will go to menti.com i introduireu aquest codi, 29 82 48. Si no us va o voleu fer des d'aquest ordinador no hi ha cap problema. Vale? Hi haurà 2 slides. Sorry, this is Spanish. 2 slides, okay, slides, and you need to answer. Chinese. In the meantime, we give them one minute more to answer, and I want to show you the results. Us haig de venir. Els fast finishes, què feu amb ells quan acaben? És un problema, no? The question is, havíeu provat alguna vegada Clean? Have you ever tried Clean before? Yes? Will you give a try? És com el Déu, no? Podeu dir que no, no passa res. What about you? Yes? No? Yes? But would you give a try? Un joc, an experiment, a game, a dictogloss, mining biography, Mohamed was born? Okay, let's see. Can I use the computer? Yes, thank you. So, let's have a look what you said, and this is it. This is it. That was your exit ticket. You all deserve a nice lunch today. Okay. Have you ever used Mentimeter? No? Yes? What did I do? Freeze. You register, it's for free. You can create quizzes and questions to your students, and this is how the teacher sees inside, okay? Let me present it and let's see what you say. Wow! I'm a happy trainer today. Thank you. If you said sorry, I don't see you, I was like, oh, alguna cosa no he fet bé. So thank you. Okay? Well, 65% of today's people say, I love it, it is worth a try. It's useful, Clay could be useful in your classes at your schools, but I need some more training. Santa Claus is here. He said at the beginning. He said at the beginning, if you need something, tell me. No cada dia diuen això. Okay? Well done. And the second question you said was this. What would you like to say about today's little session? Amazing, I want some more. It was some more, really. It was really interesting, it was great, it's been interesting and I would like to learn more. It's been engaging, funny, interesting. Oh, thank you. I was not a lecturer. At least I didn't want to be a lecturer. You know the difference? Have a look, fifth class, lecturer. It was very funny, useful, you offered lots of resources. Well, we only had 1 hour and a half. But, well, thank you very much. So, it's been a pleasure to be with you. And after this one, I would like to say thank you. This is you, if you give a try. This is gonna happen, but no problem, okay? I told you, us he avisat, Havia preparat això i bum! Ve la llengua i se m'emporta per... Yes. Then maybe you are so proud. Mira ja, Maria, he fet això, Albert. Super, the ready creative project, clearly class or activity, and then, wow, 1 term later. This works, this doesn't, this part has to be changed, I will never do this. Bueno, not so proud teacher, però bueno, tots hem de començar. So, last but not least, thank you very, very much today. It's been a pleasure to be with you. Thank you. Happy Carnival!
Un moment, només agrair la sessió, crec que ha estat molt amena. I ara us posaré un típic de sortida, que és que us enviaré un qüestionari. Només no és obligatori contestar, perquè us dic que no és... però sí que ens va bé una mica per veure com ha anat la sessió i vosaltres com l'heu viscut. I ha arribat la coordinadora de l'English Day, la Raquel Berjano, de Candidat Gros. Per tant, qualsevol cosa també podeu dirigir-vos a ella. I una última cosa, ens dona la idea, ella no ho sap. A la fitxa d'aquesta que heu de documentar una sola experiència d'un docent, podeu fer moltes, però heu de documentar una, us afegirem que feu un petit vídeo de 30 segons, 1 minut, com feu la classe, perquè heu vist que és molt potent veure un profe fent una classe de clean. Doncs sí, aquí tenim 16 centres, tenim 16 experiències documentades, amb 16 vídeos de mig minut, 1 minut, serà molt visual. Ho veieu o no ho poseu? Ho poso que tenc de manera voluntària. Que tenc de manera voluntària. Els que no, elimineu aquí a línia. Jo la posaré a tots. Els que no, elimineu la línia perquè no es vegi que no ho heu fet. Això, vale?
A la fitxa.
A la fitxa que documenteu sempre la persona de referència del
no...